Make your own version, and they are so clever, aren't they? Just to look at them, they're really beautiful.
Yeah, they're really, really effective, and it's actually surprising how simple they are to do. It's an easy concept. You're basically adding an outline to your cake, so it's all about perspective, really. So as you're decorating your cake, as you look at it, you want to outline the edges that you can see, you decorate it to face you, and once you put those lines on, it really just pops. It kind of almost frames it, so it does look like a picture.
Because you look at it and it looks so good, you think, I'd never be able to do that.
Yeah.
But it's more simple than you think.
So we've got a really simple version to do today on cupcakes, which you could definitely do at home, especially with the kids today. But yeah, you can go like simple or go really elaborate. So I first did a huge one on my Instagram. I did like a giant cake. I don't know if they might show that.
I think we've got it. Let's have a look.
There we go. So yeah, I did a giant one. I've been wanting to do this actually for months, and this one is done using a fondant icing, so it's the one that you roll out and you sculpt it. And then, so I've kind of done a smaller version here today, but as you can see, yeah, you just like literally make all the little shapes and stick it together. And then eventually, I'm going to get you doing some of those cherries, put it all together and do the outlines.
It's really clever, isn't it?
How long is it before we get to the end?
Yeah, you don't have to watch the whole... Yeah, everyone can check out my Instagram.
I know, I want to see it finished, though.
Yeah, it's coming now, it's coming now.
And it's the black... See, as soon as you put the black on, it just comes alive.
That's what does it. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, that's so good.
Yeah. So, obviously, you might not want to do that at home with the kids. You can do it as a slice, so you could go and buy some shop-bought slabs of sponge. A loaf cake, for example, make a wedge. If you've got maybe older kids at home, they want to be a bit more, you know, go for it. But the cupcake's easy. You can just go...
So sorry, on these...
Yes.
That's not filling, that's icing.
That's just icing.
But even the pink little sandwichy things, that's icing
all icing.
as well.
Yeah. So I thought, I was sort of thinking about this. This one I did much more simple. That's a naked sponge. That's just plain sponges, bit of filling and buttercream over the top, which you would love.
I would love that.
Because sometimes people don't like the icing. But let's go for the cupcake. So obviously you can, if you've got, you know, you want to have some more activities, you can make the sugar decorations first. So, for example, the candles are really easy to do.
Oh, right.
I'll just show you how to do the candles. So you've got 2 pieces of sausages of icing, white, blue, white, green. You know how you get the birthday candles?
Yeah.
So just stick them together like this, pinch them at one end, and then just start to twist. Hold it still, still one end, and then twist it the other. And you just kind of begin to make a spiral. So you kind of get that candy cane effect. And then you roll it together and just keep twisting it. So you can make all sorts of different sizes. So you can make those in advance. It's quite good to let them sit for a couple of hours.
And this is just like sugar icing?
Yeah, that's just like... We call it sugar paste or fondant or ready-to-roll icing. And you can get this in the supermarkets in all the different colours. So if you want to... It's kind of like edible Play-Doh.
Mine's unravelling.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Always hold it still at one end and only twist it one way. And then, so it won't unravel, see?
Oh, OK, see, that's...
Yes, and then you can cut them to any size. Leave them to dry for a couple of hours, and then they'll set nice and straight. You could put them on a cocktail stick, but get those all ready if you're going to go, you know, really go elaborate. Candle. Yeah, so perhaps you can do your sugar bits in the morning and then bring them together in the afternoon. You can do some cherries.
How do you stop them from doing that?
So
you hold one end and roll it one direction.
One way, because otherwise they'll unravel. If you try and...
No, but it's not.
Just keep twisting
it,
and then
twist
roll it.
That doesn't make it.
You just need to roll it. Well, you need to press it hard together
and then
first,
it will...
and then it sticks, and then do it again.
I've fallen at the first hurdle.
But no, but it won't. It takes a couple of hours to dry.
Once you twist it more,
well, does yours stand up right now?
No, it needs a couple of hours to dry.
Right.
But so you can do that in the morning with the kids, and then bring them together later.
Right,
so you can make cherries the same way.
No patience for baking.
Should we do the chocolate?
Yes.
So what you want to do, get your piping bag. I've got a nozzle in here, or you can cut a hole. The most important thing when you're doing this is to come directly above the cake. Twist it round. Once you commit to the swirl, you don't want to stop. So begin squeezing and don't stop.
I'm going to commit.
Lean against the surface so you're not going freehand, otherwise it'll go all wobbly. And then you begin in the centre, so you squeeze and then wrap around the centrepiece to the edge, can then continue winding inwards while sort of like building up a swirl, OK? So that's your kind of cupcake swirl. As you can see, what you want to do then is outline it as you're facing it. So you can just simply do a swirl and outline it, or you can... Oh, yours is rather large. Look at that one.
You know how much I like my eyes. That is the correct ratio. Cupcake sizing. That's my dream. Hello.
I mean, it is your most favourite thing on the planet.
If somebody said to me, butter icing is good for you, I'd have it for breakfast, lunch and dinner.
Right.
Okay.
OK.
Oh,
There's
no.
enough for breakfast, lunch and dinner over there.
Well,
so now
you
what
say
you want to do
that.
is come down, look at it. So you're basically just outlining. So I start at the edge.
A little face.
And you kind of like allow the black outline to go around the side and then follow the lines of the swirl round. So you kind of, I'm outlining the detail.
OK.
So
and do you go all the way around it or just do the front?
You can sort of break. So I just do the front really.
Oh, hey.
And
I've
it doesn't
done
matter.
so
It doesn't
many.
matter if you get a little break in the icing. That's fine. You can have some sort of like little gaps, so it looks very sort of sketchy and illustrated. And what you want to do is just outline all of the detail on the cupcake buttercream, and also even outline where it joins the cake. Like
Round the outside?
Yeah, all round, like in between the cake and the sponge.
OK.
And then
I
if
imagine
you want
you can't see what's going on
well,
here
you're
because
going
we're
to
doing
need
it
to turn
from the...
yours round so everyone can see.
Hold on, let me just do two more
your
lines.
magnificent creation.
Oh, this is utter rubbish.
No, that's not bad. It's a look. Turn it
that's
around, put
good.
a cherry on top. It's fantastic. Look.
Where did you put the cherry? Right on the
Yeah.
top.
Look at that. Work of art. You get an A+.
Absolutely knew. I knew as soon as we started there, you are so clever, you make it look like that mine was going to end up looking like this.
No, I reckon it's only that bit that's dropped down there. You're being hard on yourself.
You didn't get a lot of time.
And also, you need to decorate the pot as well, don't you?
Yeah, and then decorate around the outline as well.
Like that?
Yeah, just around there. It's quite hard when you're doing it in the opposite way to you, but yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look...
But that's some of the cake... Oh, there we go. But yeah, hopefully everyone can
Can I
enjoy
just
themselves
say-
today. And
There was a moment, there hadn't been a hard cherry on the top of that. Your head was right over the top of it. I could not have been closer.
Well held. And do you know what? I'd have been really happy. I'd have straight up. Thank you very much.
Thank
I need a
you.
bit of practice, but thank you. For details of today's recipe and more delicious ideas from our chefs, download the free This Morning app.